Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into a really big name in time tracking, Toggl Track.
Huge name, like 50 million users, huge.
Exactly. It gets a lot of praise, effortless time management. But we've seen some sources asking, well, is it worth the hype?
Or is it, as one source put it, expensive simplicity? That's the core question, especially when you look at the price tag.
Right. So first glance, it's got that clean look, purple and white, the one.
Oh yeah, very recognizable. And the free version, gotta say, it's pretty generous. 5 users, unlimited projects. That's not bad at all.
No, that's solid for a small team starting out, but then you hit the paid plan, the starter plan.
And that's $9 per user per month, billed annually too.
Okay, so $9 a head. That's when you start asking, is the value really there compared to the free tier or, well, competitors?
Precisely. The whole marketing angle is simplicity.
Yeah.
Click start, click stop. Easy.
Which sounds great. But digging into it, our sources highlighted a couple of genuinely surprising technical strengths, things you might not expect.
Yeah, this is interesting. First off, that Chrome extension they have. Apparently it syncs instantly across all your devices.
Okay, seamless sync is good.
But here's a kicker. It works offline.
Hmm.
You can track time even with no internet.
Really? Offline tracking? That's actually pretty rare, isn't it? Most apps need a connection.
Sources say, yeah, it's a big technical hurdle for competitors. Data reconciliation when you come back online is tricky. So that's a definite plus for Toggl.
Okay, point one for Toggl. What was the other thing?
Their stance on privacy, it's remarkably strict, like an anti-surveillance policy.
Meaning?
No screenshots of user activity, no keystroke logging, no camera tracking, none of that stuff.
Wow. In today's market where, employee monitoring features are becoming almost standard in some tools, that's a bold move.
It really is. They're committing to just pure time data, nothing more. Privacy focused.
So simplicity, offline sync, strong privacy. That sounds like a pretty compelling package.
It does.
Hmm.
But, and this is a big but, does that focus on simplicity? Maybe explain why some pretty basic features are just missing.
Ah, okay. Here we go. This is where the expensive part of expensive simplicity comes in, right? What's not there for that $9 a month?
Well, for starters, if you're managing people out in the field, forget about it. No GPS tracking.
No GPS and no geofencing either. That
Yeah.
automatic tracking when you arrive somewhere.
Nope, none of that. Which is kind of table stakes for field service teams these days.
Okay, what else? Thinking about small businesses, admin stuff.
Yeah, huge gaps there. No tools for shift scheduling at all.
Seriously, no scheduling.
And, get this, no native payroll integration. You have to manually export timesheets.
You're kidding. Manually export to run payroll.
Yep, and manually input them into whatever payroll system you use.
Okay, hold on. The whole point of these tools is to reduce that kind of manual work. If I'm exporting timesheets and doing data entry for payroll.
Exactly. It's not just payroll. There's no built-in invoicing tool either.
No invoicing. For freelancers, that seems like a massive oversight for a tool targeting them.
It really does. So you're tracking time beautifully, simply, and then doing manual exports for payroll and having to use a separate system to bill your clients based on that time.
It almost feels less like a full-time management system and more like a very sophisticated stopwatch with offline sync.
That's a good way to put it. And then there are the stability issues.
Oh, right. The sources mentioned problems there, too. What kind of problems?
We saw reports, Reddit threads, user reviews talking about constant sync issues between the app on different devices.
Constant issues like data not matching up.
Worse, people reporting they've lost entire days' worth of log time. Just gone.
Oh, wow. For a freelancer, that's literally lost money. That's unacceptable.
Totally. One user called the system unstable, said they face disconnects almost daily.
And if things go wrong, you need support. How's that looking?
Not great, according to the sources we saw. Trustpilot reviews mentioned support teams being completely unresponsive.
Unresponsive, even for paying customers.
Yeah, one paying customer apparently had their entire account deleted with zero help, zero resolution.
Account deleted. That's terrifying. All your time data, potentially client billing info, just wiped.
It sounds like a nightmare scenario.
Yeah.
So, instability and poor support when things break.
Okay, so let's put this $9 price tag in context. How does it stack up against others considering these gaps and issues?
Well, you look at Jibble. Offers pretty similar basic features, maybe not the offline sync as robustly, but it's $3.49 per user.
$3.50 versus $9, big difference.
Huge. And then there's Clockify. It offers more scheduling features, more robust capabilities in some areas, and it's free.
Free, with more features than Toggl's $9 plan in some key areas like scheduling.
That's what the sources suggest. And other tools like Connect Team or Deputy, they bundle scheduling and more complex features, often around that same $9–10 price point the Toggl charges for, well, less.
So the conclusion seems pretty clear then.
Yeah, if all you need is dead simple time tracking, that offline sync is critical for you, and you value that strict privacy policy above all else, Toggl works.
But you're paying a serious premium for it.
A premium for simplicity while you're still stuck doing manual work for payroll, invoicing, and you're potentially risking data loss due to stability issues.
It really comes back to that expensive simplicity idea.
Exactly. Which leads to, I guess, the final thought here.
Go on.
If a tool is meant to boost your productivity, save you time, but it forces you back into manual exports for essential tasks like payroll and invoicing, and carries a risk of just losing your track time, well, you have to ask.
When does that focus on simplicity actually start costing you more time and maybe even money than it saves?
That's the question to ponder.